What's up guys, it's Alex the Magician here, back for another Heroes 3 gameplay video, and today I'm bringing you guys another game from my stream. It was a dungeon game, a pretty interesting one. It was pretty fun to play for sure. I felt like we did a pretty good job with commentary as well as with the gameplay itself. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Alright, Dungeon versus Castle. So, really interesting pair. I like both of these towns. I like Dungeon is probably the town that I'm most comfortable with over any other town. But Castle is also really good. So, I don't know, you could give up Dungeon at like 5k here. Dungeon is really, like, the thing is, I do prefer, is today cooking stream? No, watcher. The PSU died to my computer, so I was planning to do it on Monday, but yeah, then my PSU died, and I had to get that diagnosed and had to get that fixed, and then I had to use all of the ingredients that I had for the cooking stream, so I decided to put that off. Probably gonna do it next week. Not 100% sure yet, but I'll announce that. Yeah, so it's been delayed by a little while. Alright, so anyway, but the good thing about Dungeon versus Castle is that Castle likes to biome game, and that means that in a lot of cases Castle is not going to want to break until 1-2-1. But Dungeon can definitely have really good tempo. So that would be kind of the strategy that I'm already thinking of if I'm Dungeon versus Castle, is that I'm going to want to look for a biome that's going to give me a really, really good tempo. So, really, I'm okay paying 5k for a dungeon here, but we'll see. 5k and then also potentially buy red. 3.8, that's actually really cheap, I would say. So, the guy potentially likes Castle, but I really, really like Dungeon. Like I said, I'm probably most comfortable with Dungeon out of any other town. It's the town that I learned how to play first. And, I really know what I'm doing when it comes to Dungeon. Alright. So we bought red at 1.5. So 3.8 plus 1.5 is 4.3. Or 5.3, sorry. I think we're still going to use get gold as the starting bonus. Artifacts are kind of meh. I mean, they're really hit and miss, and there's not really any artifacts that you want that much as Dungeon, except for the Spirit of Oppression, of course, or the Hideous Mask. Those are always good, but I think we're going to go gold since we're at a significant disadvantage, so that we can get as many heroes as possible on turn 1. How's it go? GLHF. So yeah, and I'm already like I said, when you're picking a town, even as we're trading for towns, you already kind of need to have a bit of a strategy in your mind, at least a general outline of what you could be going for or what you should be going for, especially with the matchup that you're dealing with. And like I already said here, we're going to be going for tempo, because Castle is likely going to be slow, so our way to counter that would be to go fast and to try to break like 116 and get into the desert and farm as much as possible and get way too strong, so that even if he comes through with Archangels, we're still going to be stronger than him. So that's sort of the general idea. Alright, we have Clavius here, which is kind of annoying. Necro Meat is always annoying, but yeah. As always, turn 1 is scouting, right? Priority is scouting, so we need to pick up as much gold as possible as well, since we're at a gold disadvantage. We may be going for crypts with Shakti. And yeah, the priority is just to try to scout as much as possible, try to get as many heroes as possible. I am going to have the whites on Clavius here so that he can go and get the side town. Got a free skull helmet here, that's cool. So far we're not really seeing a whole lot though. I will pick up this chest for gold. I can't really afford to leave that for experience since we're low on gold. We have a ballista, and we actually have a decent roll of trogs. We have boots of speed here. That's nice. We could go for that right away. The 3-3 neck is cool. Alright, let's go this way. This should be the way to the break. We should try to scout that. Breastplate. So it looks like we have good spellcasting stuff, but all in all, I'm not really liking this. We don't really have objectives. So as we're scouting, right, we need to be looking for the objectives of interest, like hives, conces, XP shops, etc. And with Dungeon, we're certainly going to need army. Like, whereas some towns like Necro may not even really need army, because you can just break with skeletons and animate dead. With Dungeon, you're definitely going to need army. And right now, we're just not seeing anything. We're literally not seeing any creature banks. And yeah, so the first couple of turns that we're deciding whether or not we're going to take a restart, that is what's going to play a big role in that, whether we can find any objectives. So here we see a cons, finally. 2 free artifacts on the road. That is true. You're not wrong about that. Let's see. Let's check the size of the cons. If it's a size 1, it is a size 1. We can actually go for that on day 1. We can actually send Walked-in for the cons right away. And, hey, Tweak. So we can do that. Take a size 1 cons on day 1. You know, that may be good enough. That may be good enough to continue. Then after that, take the Boots of Speed, take the Crypt. What do you mean the third one? The Boots of Speed, you mean? So, yeah, at this point in time, you know, you can do a size 1 cons on day 1 with Dungeon. For if you consider the boots. Let's see, what was the third one that you said? Alright, so this should be enough troglodytes to actually one-shot the griffins. So let's go and do that. Well, there's helmets, the centaur's axe, and what else? What's the third one? Oh, yeah, there's Demon's Horseshoe, I see. Alright, so this technique here is once again the same technique that we use for doing conces with Necro. And, ooh, didn't one shot there, oh well. Alright, well, we're gonna get hit here, so didn't quite go as prettily as I would have liked it to, but oh well. Lost a few more troglodytes than I would have liked, but that's okay. That's still alright. We have an angel, we have 106 troglodytes, actually a little bit more, 109 troglodytes, and we are gonna go, let's see, let's speed up Walked-in here. We're gonna speed up Walked-in, and then we need to go for... I'll definitely get the Boots of Speed. That's going to be nice for tempo. And I'm also going to think about doing the Crypts as well. But day 1 Angel is amazing, honestly. That's really going to help us. So we'll see what else we can do. But I think this is a plus. Overall, 6 heroes and Angel on day 1. Even though we don't see anything else, we're really just going to hope that we'll find something later on. And, you know, if not, we can always 1-1-2. So, you know, it's always really, really important to use the restarts intelligently. And there's a lot of things to consider, right? The start, you know, in terms of heroes, the start in terms of gold, the objectives that you have on the map, also what your opponent is doing, what his strategy is going to be. People say that you shouldn't take a restart based on your opponent's, you know, keeping the map or taking a restart. But I definitely think that it's an intelligent thing to consider what the opponent's situation is as well. So especially if you're playing against Necro and he has like really low gold, there's a good chance that he may not find a whole lot of gold around his town and be forced to take a restart because of that. So if you're red, you can say plus, just hoping that he will take a restart. You know, especially if you have a 1-1-2, you can always take a 1-1-2. Obviously, you do that at your own risk, but overall, I think that sometimes baiting is good, and sometimes taking a restart if your opponent likes his map is also a reasonable thing to do. All right. So, but yeah, I do think I'm gonna say plus. And yeah, and now the only thing, oh, he won on once. All right, that's fine. So yeah, and yeah, as we're scouting on day one, as we're trying to decide whether or not we're going to take a restart or not, we're also going to need to decide what we're going to do with our main, and that's kind of how we plan our movement, right? On day one, ooh, we have Galthran. That's interesting. Got a lot of skeletons here. I may be able to do even a big hive like that. So I might actually, I'm already thinking here that I'll probably send Walked-in for the crypt, and then I'll probably send him for the hive. So for now, let me go ahead and buy Deemer. Try to get as much gold as possible. There's a crypt over here. Okay, let's go ahead and buy Galthran. Giselle. All right, so yeah. The limiting factor is, of course, gold right now. I decided to send Galthran in this direction because we saw a couple of piles of gold and I didn't see any piles of gold along the road. And actually, this looks like it was the right decision. I picked up a good amount of gold here. We're also getting scouting information here off-road. Looks like the break is going to be close, actually. Let me see. Let me see if I can scout the break now. All right. Now, the important thing with Dungeon is that you want to keep around 3.5k gold. Alright, the break is green dragons. That is annoying. Green dragons are annoying. There's 2 gold mines, by the way. Green dragons are one of the worst breaks. You can't slow them, and there's going to be a large number of them, and especially if there is an upgraded stack, that's going to be even worse. And with only 1 hive, I am not sure if we're going to keep this, but let's give it a shot. Oh, that was a mistake. I misclicked that. I didn't mean to actually buy Kier. Okay, then. Well, let's go over here then and pick up some gold. We do have a Minotaur lair. I keep calling it Minotaur lair. It's a labyrinth, right? So, again, as we're scouting, we need to be looking for these objects of interest, right? So these could be dwellings, these could be hives, the conses, the XP shops, and pickets. And we need to be thinking, we also need to be looking at the guards. We need to be thinking about kind of how we can farm them in the most efficient way possible, and you know, also without really losing a whole lot to the fight. You know, this fight, actually, the Cerberus fight, is not the easiest because they are speed 8, and they have that no retaliation ability and also 3-headed attack. So that's actually a bit of an annoying fight, but let's see if we can do the crypt right now. This is size 3, that's a good size. Again, the crypt technique, I have that on my YouTube. You guys can just look for the playlist of crypt techniques, or just search Necro Crypt or Dungeon Crypt or something like that. Alright, so we're gonna buy 1 more hero, bring all of them that meat here. Hello, Hafa. Game wants me to have Skull Helmet? Yeah, indeed. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the hive, or trying to do the hive anyway, and this is kind of going to determine whether we take a restart or not. Overall, the map is not looking amazing, but you know, if the hive is good size, we may even be able to take a maxi with this army, with this amount of skeletons. Although the skeletons are going to mess up our morale, that's the unfortunate thing, but we'll see. The most important thing is to not lose too much to the Cerberus here. Yeah, 23, so not too bad. Okay, we should be one-shotting them. All right, the terrain is good over here. We can use the terrain. The most important thing is to cover our troglodytes as much as possible. Tactics are always really, really nice. So we're going to try to do it like this. Hopefully 2 of them are going to go here, and then 2 of them are going to go down. Actually, yeah, something like that. Start. oof. That's not quite what we wanted. That was not kosher, man. Okay, not 100% sure how to do this now. That was actually really bad. Killed 3 harpies at once. That was pretty bad. And they're definitely gonna go for the troglodyte stack, unfortunately. Let's try like this. Yeah, I mean, they'll definitely go for the trogs, yeah. So we'll at least keep this stack back. Those morales, man. Okay, at least I got a morale. Wow, that was bad. If it wasn't for that morale, it would have been better. Advanced offense or armor. I'll take the armor for the hive. But let's see. If the hive is too small, we're definitely going to take a restart. If the hive is, well, I'm not sure if we can take a maxi right now. But, yeah, it's small. I think we're taking a restart, guys. There's just not enough that we see on the map at the moment and to deal with the green dragon's break. The good thing is that the break is close. But, yeah, it's actually a mini, so no. I didn't underestimate the Cerberus. I said, Crusader, did you not pay attention? I said that they were dangerous. I said that that was a bad fight. What part of that is me underestimating them? I said it was a bad fight, but and I did better than auto combat actually. But the problem there was the morale on turn 1 that they got. If it wasn't for that, it would have been better. Not me. Okay. Well, forgive me for misinterpreting what you said when I'm fighting Cerberus and I don't do the fight very well, and you say people always underestimate Cerberus. Forgive me in thinking that I am not people. Or, you know, anyway. But yeah, we are gonna take a restart here. Ooh. Sweating a bit. Alright. Well, worst roll of troglodytes here, unfortunately. Okay, at least we don't have necro meat, and we do have flies, which are nice. So once again, trying to collect as much gold as possible. There's a few treasure chests here, which is nice. Let me, for now, guarding piles of crap or whatever. A couple of learning stones, a churchyard, a couple of trog dwellings. Okay. And, yeah, we don't really see anything else here. Let's go ahead and buy Darkstone. I'm gonna leave 2 flies here, so that way if I poor man walked in at some point, I can speed him up on a fly again. It's a restart. 1-on-1 is a restart. It means month 1, week 1, day 1. All right, once again, we're not really seeing a whole lot. So, so far, in 3 maps that we saw, we haven't really seen a whole lot in terms of objectives. That one start with the size 1 cons on day 1, that was the best start that we saw. But, other than that, we're really not seeing anything here. So I think we gotta clear the zombies block and try to scout more. Once again, you know, trying to scout and trying to identify those objects of interest, and as we do that, we already kind of start to have a plan in our mind. Not so much on turn 1, because turn 1 is more of a priority of gathering, especially if you're low gold. You're gathering gold and you're trying to farm money objects. But on like turn 2 and turn 3 especially, you really should already have a plan in your mind how you're going to farm what in the most efficient way possible, and that is usually based around your main hero, right? So you plan out your main hero's movement, and then as you do that, you plan everything else around that. So that's the way I do it anyway, because it's really difficult if you try to think about every hero at the same time, you know. So it's really like chaos, right? So to try to make it a little bit more organized, I try to plan out my main's movement, and then around that, I'm like, okay, what else can I do, right? So That's the way that I try to do it. You know, if you guys have a better way to do it, or if you figure out a better way to do it, then do that. But for me personally, this is what I find works. Alright, so we're gonna clear the zombies here. I don't even necessarily need walked in for that. I can actually do the black tower. Well, these guys are gonna match speed with the troglodytes, right? If I do it on a if I do it on anybody else besides walked in. I was thinking about doing the black tower with walked in, but at the same time, the black tower doesn't really matter. Really, what matters here is finding something that will, you know, make us keep the map. Because right now, we're really not seeing anything. No conses, no hives, no XP shops. Alright, so as far as this fight, this is why I did it on walked in. We match speed, or we don't match speed, we outspeed them with the troglodytes. So, yeah, that just becomes easy with no losses here. Well, once again, we got a skull helmet. We could do the dwarven treasury here. Alright, this should also be relatively easy, but the problem with these guys is that we do match speed with them. We no longer outspeed them, so we're gonna need to use some one stacks sort of intelligently over here to try to get these guys baited. Alright, move back like so. Wait, okay. So that should work out. Okay. Okay, bait that guy like so. Kill that guy like so. Alright, I think I'll probably sack one more harpy so that these guys don't reach the trogs. Okay, yep, they shouldn't reach the trogs like that. Or they might. Hold on a minute. Oh, they will actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they won't. Okay. Okay, I got morale. It's fine. Let's see. Ah, come on. Would have been perfect if it wasn't for that morale. Alright, whatever. Gundula. Let me get some more one stacks there. Alright, and with that, we're going to try to do the Dwarven Treasury. There's a cons. There's a box over here as well. Storm Elementals guarding the cons, though, and there's a prison over here. Well, I wonder if we might want to keep this because of the cons. Dwarven Treasuries, yeah, another object that's useful to farm on day 1 for additional gold, and it's just really easy. You just want to separate them as much as possible and just try to not take any hits on your main power stack. Take retaliation when needed for bigger size Dwarven Treasuries. That morale sucked, but oh well. Let's just hope that these guys don't morale. Good. Now we can take out these bottom 2 stacks. This guy can try to kite a little bit this way. So take out that stack. And we'll take out that stack. Okay, and now we're gonna need to move away with the troglodytes a bit. Let's try to get these guys to move up. And the main stack of troglodytes will move this way, okay? Alright, perfect. So now we can just take out the stack like so. And then that stack. Boom. Perfect. 2.5k gold, advanced offense, good. Just trying to think whether this is going to be worth it to keep. I mean, we only see 1 cons. I'm not so sure about this. So we can get one more hero. 5099 ogres, that's way too much to do right now. The prison, if the prison is a dungeon hero, but then the cons, the guard to the cons sucks. The storm elementals are going to be really tough to fight. So I'm not sure about this. Nah, overall, like the roads are not bad here. And The map, you know, has potential. It may get better. So I'm gonna try to scout in this direction. Okay, now I already need to make a decision on which direction I'm gonna go, and I think it's gonna be this one because here it looks like I'm not gonna be able to pass through. So this is likely what's gonna give me more scouting information. There's a dragon cave though, but then vampires on native terrain. Vampires on native terrain suck. But with the dragons, you know, honestly, now I'm thinking I'm gonna keep this. I just need to figure out how to do that dragon cave fight with walked in on minimal losses. But another problem here is that it's gonna be like day 3 that we do that. We did get 7 heroes, which is good. Yeah, and then unless we want a poor man right now, it's gonna take us 2 more turns to get to the vampire fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tough. The fight is not gonna be easy, that's for sure. But I think we have to do it. And then with the 2 dragons that we get, we can go over here, try to do the cons, Dwarven Treasury, the box. So all in all, it's not that bad. All in all, it's not that bad. So let me try. Can I reach that next turn? Not quite. So I'd have to reach that. So maybe I'll get the level up tree and the learning stone next turn and then move out that way. But I don't think we have a right to restart this because we can just get something really, really bad if we don't go for this fight. Oh, and you know what? We can get, we can open the prison and get some additional meat from that prison as well. So that would be nice. Well, no, we probably do the prison afterwards. All right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna say plus. Let's see what the opponent says. I'm not completely in love with this map. He one-on-ones. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with him one-on-oneing, actually. Because, see, that's another reason, is because he could have always one-on-one. It's definitely risky. It wasn't a bait. But I did it because, first of all, the map looked somewhat okay. And there's always a chance that the opponent could restart. So now we're in a position where we have 1 restart and the opponent doesn't have any. So that's always a good position to be in when you have restarts and your opponent doesn't. And that's kind of what I mean. That's part of the thing that I mean when I say trying to use the restarts intelligently. Looks like we have a hive here and a minotaur lair thingy. All right. I think right away we gotta use Walked-In to clear the hobgoblins there. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my trogs, because that way we outspeed the goblins. And Damacon will need to try to find enough gold for 1 more hero. There's we're gonna need to sacrifice a harpy, maybe 2 harpies. So that's the hobgoblins over there, because they outspeed us. We don't want to get hit by the hobgoblins. They're weak. We're gonna be one-shotting them with no problem. But they hit pretty hard, so. Ah, they went up there. That is not what I wanted, but that's alright. So we're gonna lose 1 more harpy than we would have liked, but that's alright. Okay, so now we should be fine. We can one-shot. So I baited these guys with a harpy there so that they would move forward. That's what I usually do with 1 stack, so now I just hope they don't morale. Okay, they don't morale, that's good. Alright, good. So 2 harpies. Could have done it with only losing 1 harpy, but that's alright. Alright, now we need to... I think we're going to be trying to go for the hive, or I might want to go for the labyrinth before I go for the hive. We'll see. Not 100% sure on that. Okay, definitely need some gold, though. 0.4k. Okay. I'll go up here, hope that I find some gold up here. Well, there's a pile. That's good enough. And we also see an XP shop. All right, so far, the roads don't look like they're going to be that good. But so far, this is not looking too bad. Go ahead and pick up that. The 5099 Lizardmen are a really bad guard for the Hive, though. So I definitely think we're gonna, if we keep this map, we're gonna go for the Labyrinth first. Okay, let's collect some more gold here. Pandora box. Okay. So right now I'm just trying to think whether this map is going to be better than something that's completely random, because if we take a restart, we get a completely random map. And I mean, here we do have a labyrinth, we do have an XP shop, and we do have a hive. I'm not in love with this by any means. I'm definitely not in love with this, but it could get better. So let's try to scout this way. Yeah, we got a stoic piece of shit. We got a manticore lair. And a fork. And we have another hive, but again with a bad guard. So the question is, how are we gonna do this? I think what we need to do is we need to try to get Manticore. If we play this map, that is. If we play this map, we need to try to get Manticores, Portal Manticores, and then with Expert Tactics, go for the Ice Elementals fight probably first, and then once we get some Wyvern, then we go for the Lizardmen. I'm thinking about that. Is it good enough, though? I think it's really borderline, but seeing two hives, like, if the guards for the hives were easier, then this would have definitely been a plus. The guards for the hive are a little bit worse than I would like them to be, but I still think this is going to be a plus. And I think we're going to opt to go for Manticores over Minotaurs, because Manticores are a little bit more tanky, and they're gonna help. Fight the ice fish a little bit better than the Minotaurs, because Manticores can close the gap in one turn with Expert Tactics. Minotaurs will not, because Minotaurs are speed 6. So you see, guys, as we're like, this is only turn 1, right? But I'm already, as I've identified these objects of interest, I'm already putting together a plan in my head on how are we actually gonna tackle this, and how are we actually gonna farm the, the hives and deal with the guards. Like the most important thing is dealing with the guards here. And my plan is to go for Manticores and to get Expert Tactics so that I can close the gap right away. Now, I could also try to go for the XP shop. If this is a size 1, we can take that on day 1 actually, but probably not on day 1 because we don't have all of our troglodytes and we don't have any additional gold. But let's check it anyway. I do think I'm gonna check it. If it's a size 1 XP shop, it's gonna I should have split my troglodytes actually. It's gonna make it more of a case for actually keeping this map. Alright, I'm gonna keep this guy over here. That way we can fight these guys one by one, like so. Well, actually, I guess we can't. Yeah, they're still gonna hit our main power stack. Oops. Oh, no, like that. Okay, I covered. Good. Perfect. I'm smarter than I think I am. Alright, let's go ahead and check this. This is bigger than a size 1. And we also see a picket over here. So, all in all, I think we're going to keep this. I feel like this is good enough to keep. Only 5 heroes kind of sucks, but next turn, we should be able to get more gold, and we should be able to get the Manticores and then try to go for the Hive. And, well, we still need expert tactics, though, before we do that, right? So we're going to need to try to find a way to level up Walkden. There's a learning stone over here. I really do want to have expert tactics before going for the Ice Elementals fight. And I think we're going to go for the Ice Elementals fight before we go for the Lizardmen. Ice Elementals, there shouldn't be too many of them, and especially if we close the gap with the Manticores, we should be okay. So that's kind of our plan, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to keep this. I don't think I have a right to restart this because we could just get a complete shit map. Here, at least we have 2 hives. We kind of have a plan. We have the Manticore dwellings that we can go for. Dragon dwellings would, of course, be even better. But it's all right. I'll go for the Manticore dwelling. And then after that, we'll go for the hives. And then, you know, hopefully the hives are not too small. After we do the 2 hives, we can go for the XP shop. After that, we can go for the picket. And, you know, then figure out what else we got. So this is already kind of the plan that I have in my head. All right, I'm gonna plus. So now we're gonna need to try to scout the break, figure out what the break is. Of course, we're still picking up as much gold as possible here. See what other objects of interest we have, and we're of course gonna be continuously adjusting our strategy depending on what else we find, depending on what our break is gonna be, and all right, the break is Rust Dragons. It's not a high roll of them, so it's not going to be that bad, but not the greatest break. We cannot outspeed them. The good news is that we're not going to need mass slow for it, so that's already information that's going to help us determine what else to do. Now, the problem right now is that we're not really seeing a whole lot else. Okay, here we are seeing a cons and a hive. That's good. 2 more hives. Nice, nice, nice. And these hives are actually easier, and so is this cons. But we're already sending Walkden over here. So I think we're still gonna continue with the strategy that we've picked, which is gonna be go for the Manticores, and then portal Manticores, and then go for this hive, or get expert tactics, and then go for that hive. And then, let's see, 2049 Ice Fish, or we could right now try to change our strategy, and instead of doing that, I still probably think we would go for the Manticore lair, but then after that, go over here, do these 2 hives and do the cons, and then farm that hive and that hive with side heroes. I might do that. The only problem with that is that it's gonna take us a little bit too long to do that. So, but I can go ahead and do the Manticore lair right now, and then pour man on the Minotaurs. And then with that, move out here, and then turn 3, I may be able to do the hive, or at the latest turn 4, I can do hive, hive, cons. So that should work out for us. But I'm not 100% sure if that's what I want to do. Obsidian Gargoyles here. I would like to do the gold mine, but probably not right now. And still collect a little bit more gold. Walking Dead over here for a box. That's interesting. That box could actually be interesting. Maybe I go for the box first. Get the gold mine and get the box so that we can get more experience. But for what? For subsequent fights? Maybe. Manticore lair, gold mine, box instead. And then start doing the hives. Well, that's going to take a little bit too long. So now, see, and this is really important, right? This right here. There's a lot of stuff that we could do, and we really need to figure out, like, there's a lot of ways that I can go about this. Like, I can go for, as I was planning, for the Manticore lair, then the hive. I could go for the gold mine and the box first. The problem with that is that I'm not sure if I'll be able to pour man afterwards, and we may be wasting a little bit too much time doing that. Or we could just change direction right now and go out here for this hive and the cons. Each of those has merit. The problem right now with going for this hive is the fact that we're probably not going to be able to get expert tactics. So our plan is kind of messed up. This looks like the most attractive area because there's 2 hives and a cons. But going for the box and the gold mine also sounds okay. If I knew that there was a poor man right here, I would have gone for it, but it doesn't look like there is. So, and this is so important to figure out right now because like this is us setting ourselves up for the rest of the game. And that's why like the first couple of turns and the planning and all of this thought process, all of the shit that I'm talking through, like when I play, even when I don't say this stuff, I still think about it. I just, you know, don't always vocalize the thought process because it's a little bit hard to think about it, do it, and also talk about it at the same time, you know. But all of this always goes through my mind because it's really, really important, because if you choose the wrong thing, if you go the wrong direction right now, it can mess you up for the rest of the game. And here, like I already said, our main thing is that we're going to try to break soon. We're going to try to break earlier than our opponent, like, you know, hopefully 116 or 117, so that when he breaks 121, we would have already had some time in the desert and hopefully get stronger. So. And yeah, and right now we're trying to figure out which way we're gonna go. So, right, if we go in this direction, the problem is we're likely gonna be able to do it, but we're likely not gonna be able to have expert tactics. So I guess we just take it up the ass and go without expert tactics. And then with that, we can poor man walked in, then we can take the gold mine and the box with Damacon, hope that the box is meat and not experience. And then send walked in out here, and he does the hive and the cons. Or we just send him. We just take the Manticore lair now, poor man on the Minotaur Kings, and send him out for that. So this is turn 3-4. I farmed that, and then I farmed the rest of. That actually sounds better. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Yeah, because the problem here, we're just not gonna have expert tactics, and I think that going here for the Iron Golems, this is an easy hive. This is a no-loss fight. This one is still going to be okay. And then, yeah, with the Manticores that we're going to have, yeah, I think this is the most reasonable transaction here. So let me go ahead and buy another hero. We can get Giselle, whatever. Buy the rest of the Troglodytes. Yeah, we're going to need to buy a Portal of Summoning here as well. Okay. Thanks, Cool Jackal. I'm glad that you're liking it. Okay, more attack, that's good. Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna go and do this fight. This is gonna be really easy because we outspeed them. The only thing that could mess us up would be morale, but, you know, that can always mess you up. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Thank you for mentioning that, Blockster. Yes, so as far as what hero you're gonna main, there's definitely certain considerations, and that's also something that's gonna be in the back of your mind on day 1 and 2. All right, let me just make sure that these guys, okay, cool, they don't get morale. That could have been a little bit bad. All right, so let's kill that. Right, so as far as what your main goes, there's definitely certain considerations that go into, like, go through your head when you're thinking about that, and that's going to be what break you're facing, what your map gives you, and just in general, a lot of times it's going to be something that, you know, whoever rolls Earth Magic. Now, with Dungeon, usually Shakti is going to be your main. Like, in a lot of cases, that's going to be your go-to main, because Overlords roll really good skills. They have a really good chance at Earth Magic, and yeah, overall they're just really good. So Shakti in a lot of cases is going to be your main, but if he doesn't roll Earth Magic, or if you get somebody who's better, like you say you get somebody like Tazar or Mephala, you know, the armor, especially if you look on YouTube and search for hero tier list, here I'll show you this one. Alright, so this video right here, any hero from that list, especially towards the top of the list, is going to be a really good candidate for our main. So you're considering the specialty. You're also considering Earth Magic, because Earth Magic is really important. Mass Slow is usually how you want to deal with the break. Because, yeah, Mass Slow is just super OP. Now, against this break, it doesn't matter, because these guys are too fast, and we're not going to be able to outspeed them, and we're not going to cast Mass Slow. So against this break, it doesn't really matter. But against other breaks, like, let's say, Nagas, Cavaliers, Black Knights, you're going to want to have Mass Slow. Alright. Okay, we're going for this. So here, the way we're gonna do this is, yeah, we're gonna cover like so, and then let them come forward, and then we strike them with the troglodytes and the gnolls. Wait, shoot, hit, hit, hit. Good, they actually went for the gnolls. That's actually perfect. Okay, now I think the troglodytes should be able to finish. Good, perfect. We actually didn't even lose any troglodytes. That went very perfectly. That's exactly why I brought the gnolls, so that they would go for the gnolls and not the troglodytes. All right, unfortunately we don't level tactics here, but yeah, okay, we're gonna poor man here. Yeah, no problem. Anytime you got questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer. There's also people in chat who may be able to help. Okay, so at this moment in time, we're gonna poor man walked in, buy him back here, and send him for that hive. So that looks like it may actually take us 2 turns to get there, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. In the meantime, we can also clear this block, take the side town potentially, and see what else we can do. So let's see. I'm gonna see how far we'll be able to go here. I'm not gonna buy the manticores just yet, and I'm only gonna use 1 gnoll to poor man. So it's you gotta be careful when poor manning, but it's always good when you have tactics when you poor man. When you have tactics, you don't really care. You can poor man on anything. Which stack does the AI go for when you split stacks? It depends. There's like a calculation with they weigh the damage that they do to you versus the damage they take back from retaliation. So if your stack is too big and they are afraid of retaliation, they're not gonna go for it, if that makes sense. All right, so we got that. The question is, are we gonna reach? It looks like we're not. Okay, so it looks like we don't reach this next turn. So that means we do that on turn 4. We do these hives on turn 4, which is okay. I'm okay with that. So we do hive, cons. I might do this hive with another hero. So this means that next turn, I will be able to get, I will be able to clear the block here. I will be able to also get some additional, I'll be able to get manticores over here. Okay, so I think we're gonna do it. Let's see, Beatrice over here. Okay, I'll keep her over here. That way Giselle and Damacon will be able to chain back. Like so. And I do think we're gonna get the Portal of Summoning right now. We need to build something. I mean, I could build Marketplace, I could build Mage Guild. Actually, Battle Scholar Academy may have been a good thing to build, but it's all right. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that Portal of Summoning. So we have the additional manticores, and again, when you're playing dungeon, guys, it's important to not flag troglodyte dwellings, right? Or some other tier 1, 2, 3 dwellings. Like if we flagged, for example, let's say, didn't I see a harpy dwelling somewhere? Maybe that was a different one. But like this eye dwelling, right? If I flag this eye dwelling, then it would be a 50-50 chance whether we would get manticores or eyes in the Portal of Summoning. And but if you only flag the manticore dwelling or like a dragon cave, then you have a 100% chance in getting the dragon or the manticores, which is, you know, really, really important. So you always, like, unless you don't find any dwellings, then you can flag troglodyte dwellings. But usually you don't want to flag any troglodyte dwellings or harpy dwellings on day 1 because you're looking for like either manticore lairs or dragon dwellings or labyrinths. Hey, Johnny B, what up? How you doing, man? All right, so let's go ahead and end turn. Right, so now you guys see, now our plan is kind of, you know, evolving, and we're going. So right now I see that walked in is not quite reaching this hive, which means that I don't have to have the army there on day 1. Sorry to hear that, man. Well, whatever it is, I hope you feel better. All right, and here we see another XP shop, by the way. So the map is actually not looking that bad. Alright, and we're going to continue to scout this way with Damacon, or Rosic. And we see one more hive. That's nice. Although orcs, but whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and send Deemer this way. Skull Helmet again. Every time I've gotten the Skull Helmet. Alright, and so Giselle, go ahead and buy the Manticores here. Let's go ahead and clear those hobgoblins. Well, happy to hear that, man. Happy to hear the streams are helping cheer you up. Alright. Let's go and clear these guys. I was hoping they would run away. They don't. When AI think about get damage, how it's calculated before they give damage or after. I mean, after. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how the calculation goes. I would assume that it's after, but. Okay. We're just gonna lose. Actually, yeah, we don't even need to lose anything here. Perfect. We just lost that one harpy. That's good. All right. Yeah. Now let's get back to Giselle. And Beatrice goes forward. Now we actually could get additional eyes as additional meat for the hives and stuff. And I might even do that. By the way. Because at this point in time, we already portaled the Manticores, and we don't really care about Manticores on 1-2-1, I think, because we're going to be hoping to break before that. So I do think we're going to get additional meat. Yeah, I think we're going to get those eyes from there, and I might even get additional harpies from here. And we're also gonna need to get one more hero right now. So we're sending Walked-in over here. Alright, and yeah, I will get additional eyes over here. And I will get, let's say, Tyrixor here. So that next turn we can chain this back. Damacon gets the army here. I buy one more hero there. I chain that to Tyrixor like so. And I will need a little bit more gold, I think. Well, we do have Rosic who can pick up a little bit of gold here. The harpies we can get later. Now the trick, guys, the trick here is the fact that once you already once you built the portal and you already have a creature there, you can flag other dwellings and it's not going to change. You know, like if I have Manticores here already, I'm not going to change them by flagging this dwelling right now. It can change on week 2, but like I said, at this point, we're hoping to break before week 2, and we're really not hoping for the growth of Manticores on 1-2-1 to really do anything for us. So for that reason, I decided to get additional eyes over here so that we can get some more meat. All right, and I think Beatrice over here can pick up these treasure chests. We're gonna need a lot of gold. So Beatrice picks up gold, Rosic picks up gold, and for next turn, the important thing is that we chain the army to Walked-in. So we buy the eyes here, we chain that over here, we buy, so let's go ahead and buy a marketplace, I think, because we might need to trade for some additional money. And then we buy one more hero here. We buy the Manticores. We might build the Pillar of Ice to get some additional meat. Chain that all the way here. Walked-in then does this hive, maybe does that hive, and then does the cons. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that we would have to back up, so we would have to do this and then that and then the cons. So I think I might actually do this hive first, then this hive second, and then do the cons. I picked Manticores. I picked Manticores because I was considering doing this fight instead. I was considering going for this hive. You see, we were dealing, the thing is that, all right, let me just end turn real quick. The thing is, when you play, you're always dealing with incomplete information, and you gotta make decisions based on the best information that you have available to you at that time. At this time, when we didn't scout any of this yet, right? So we saw this hive, and we saw this hive. And both of these are ranged guards. So my plan was to get Manticores, because Manticores have speed 7, and expert tactics, so that we can close the gap right away with expert tactics and a speed 7 unit. Minotaurs have speed 6, so we wouldn't be able to close the gap right away. So like the lizardmen and the fish would be doing a lot of unanswered damage to us. So that was the thought process there. Now, of course, that we saw more hives, then sure, yeah, I could have potentially gone for Minotaurs instead, but I still kind of like Manticores because Manticores are gonna tank more. Right, so now that we have scouted a lot, right? Now that we've already prioritized, now we need to be thinking how we're gonna do the break. And basically the idea is just to get all of the hives, so 5 hives, and hopefully the 2 XP shops as well, and the cons, and maybe even the picket for additional meat, but I'm not sure because that's gonna mess up our morale. And with that, basically just go with army and try to do that. So, but I'm not sure when that's gonna be. So I think turn 4, if we do the hives and the cons, then we poor man walked in, send him back turn 5, turn 6. So maybe we can do the break 117 full moves. Best case scenario. All right, happy to hear that, Blockster. Thank you for the cheer. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, so here we're gonna be getting gold. We're gonna need a lot of gold because we're gonna be buying stuff like these eyes here. Okay, chain that back down. Let's see, gems, it's all right. Was hoping for gold there, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and pick that up for gold. Okay, perfect. All right. What money? Oh, that money? Yeah. That money does go to me. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That does go to me. Thank you. Alright, gonna keep trying to scout this way with Deemer. Boots of speed over here. I mean gloves. Let's see, let's pick up some additional gold over here with Rosic, so 3.5k. What else is over here? Is that another hive? That's another hive. Nice. Okay, great. So we're going to be doing all of those hives as well. There's a little bit more gold. We'll need to plan out how we're going to go for these hives. I might actually send Walked In for them. Because here we should have expert tactics, and with expert tactics they'll be pretty easy. And then I can actually poor man on the Fangarms and then farm everything else with side heroes. So maybe that's what we're gonna do actually, guys. I'm thinking that maybe I'm gonna do the 2 hives here. I'll start with that one, do this one, that one. Then I'll send Walked In here, do these 2 hives, and then I'll do this cons on a side hero. I think I might do that. Okay, but we're gonna think about that. It's not 100% yet. Pillar of Eyes. See, I bought the Manticores. Good. Yeah, let's get the Pillar of Eyes for some additional meat. Aislinn has Meteor Shower. Ignatus has better speed. All right, let's get Aislinn. Okay, get rid of the skeleton. Don't need that. And yeah, let's buy the eyes. Let's trade a little bit to buy them. They're actually more expensive than I wanted them to be. That's all right. Okay. Keep a harpy here. Good. Let's go. All right. So, yeah. So we're chaining the army. And it's really important, guys, and that's the thing. I would not have been able to do this if I didn't plan ahead. Like, for example, a really important thing was to have another hero over here. If I didn't realize that I needed that, then I would not have been able to reach with a hero that I bought from here, right? This hero only reached here, so I would have had to use Shakti's movement. And it's really important to conserve the movement on your main as much as possible. Right, so... yeah, I'm thinking right now, if the cons is too big, we're not going to do the cons. Right now, we're just going to do hive, hive. Then I'll send Shakti this way for these two hives, and then I'll poor man on the Fangarms. Because with tactics, this is going to be minimal losses. Without tactics, we're going to lose some stuff. So I think this is the best case scenario. So we just do that, boom, boom. So turn 4, 1, 2, we're over here. Turn 5. We do these two hives and we poor man, and then we start moving out for the break, and then turn 6 we're over here and we break turn 7. That's going to be the best case scenario, I think. So we do 4 hives with Walked-in, then we do the cons and the XP shops and the other 2 hives with side heroes. I'm also going to want to grab the trident over here. I think I'm also going to want to grab the shield here, and then with that we go for the break. So that is already kind of the plan. And you guys see it's turn 4, but I've already kind of planned out what I'm going to do on turn 7. You know, it's a rough strategy, it's a rough vision, and I'm going to adjust that vision if I find something better, and if something goes differently than I'm expecting it to. But this is really what you have to do to play at a high level, because if you don't do that, you may fuck up your chains. You may not be able to actually, I can't, like I said, with this hero, setting him up over here, I needed to realize that. And sometimes you need to realize those things 2 turns beforehand, not even the next, the turn before. So you may not be able to set up a chain in just 1 turn. So, and it's really important to have that, even if you don't have that plan exact. Like right now, it's not an exact plan, but I have kind of a general vision, and I'm trying to kind of adjust, and I'm trying to follow the general vision based on what else I discover. All right, so 23 of these guys, this is relatively easy. So I hope you guys are appreciating the kind of knowledge I'm trying to drop on you today. All right, so with this, again, these guys are slower, so this should be completely fine. All right, we're gonna wait with the manticores, wait. Now we're gonna shoot these guys. Might as well shoot those guys. Def. I'll take do I take retail? Should I one-shot 10? I probably won't be one-shotting 10, but I think we're gonna try. I might as well lose a couple of trogs if anything. Yeah, we didn't quite one-shot, but we didn't lose anything, so that's good. Now let's do this. Now let's do that. Wait. Boom. Perfect. There's PayPal, man. Yeah. There's if you have PayPal, just click on this link right here, and yeah, and you can donate using PayPal. Hello, Marcuso. How are you? Expert offense. Yeah, so we didn't level tactics anyway. This is 2049. Would have liked it to be a bit bigger, but that's all right. All right, only size 1. Kind of annoying, but that's all right. Okay. I was hoping to one-shot those guys, but oh well. Kill 0. That sucks. Okay. And go for the trogs. I was really hoping they wouldn't. Oh well. Well, we lost exactly the same as auto combat looks like. Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's go for this hive. Yeah, the cons we'll do later with side heroes. 29 trogs lost here, right? Let's try to do better than that. And the annoying thing, once again, here is the fact that they're gonna outspeed us. So what we want to try to do here Put those guys forward. How do we do this? Hang on. Don't want to get the manticores hit. Okay. No, looks like we would have to get the manticores hit, huh? Okay. Oh well. I think that's the best that we can come up with. Yeah. All right. So now, didn't really lose too much here. So we're just gonna hit here, finish here, hit there, and block here. Cool. Hey, Beastmaster Jr. What up? Doing all right. How are you doing? All right, so I think that went relatively well. Air magic on Shakti. I think I'll take it. It's not, we don't need Earth for the break, and, mass haste is always nice. So, but actually, wait, tactics. I do need tactics for those archer fights. You know what? No, yeah. Wait, shouldn't that be grandson if you're a junior? Shouldn't you be his grandson? All right, 30. So they just go straight for the trogs. They don't even give a fuck about the beholders, huh? All right. I guess Q enter then. Okay. So, and now we try to go here, right? And that's going to be next turn. Next turn, we're going to be trying to... Let's go ahead and speed up Walkden right now, like so. And yeah, he's gonna be going for these two hives next. Yeah, so he should actually have enough moves to do this hive. Fuck, I might not. Well, in case, so I'd have to pour him out on the Fangarms. I can't get through over here, so I have to do the Lizard Warriors fight on somebody else. Tyrixor, well, you know what? Can I possibly... Is the cons small enough for us to do? I'm gonna check the size of the cons here with Tyrixor. And then, so basically, the plan for next turn, walked in over here. Well, we still only have advanced tactics. That's kind of annoying. We still only have advanced tactics. Barely missed the level, but we're gonna go for it anyway. All right, so 10 Wyvern, it's all right. We shouldn't lose a whole lot. There should be about 50, 60 orcs or something like that. So we're gonna lose something, but mostly troglodytes, I think. There's actually a scroll here in the Ring of the Wayfarer too, though. So, I don't know, I might need Tyrixor to do that fight. That fight looks slightly dangerous, but we are gonna have a good amount of Wyvern, so I think it should be all right. Hopefully that's just not a freaking, I don't know, not a level 5 scroll. But anyway, yeah, so now actually our plan is to, so we're gonna do this hive with Walked In, then we're gonna clear these guys and do that hive with Tyrixor. First, we're gonna check the cons with Tyrixor. If it's a size 1, I think we're gonna do it. If it's bigger, then I might do it later. Then after we do that, so we buy Walked In here. We try to, well, we get him a spell book. We might want to try to double his mana too. I'll think about that. And then we're going to think about moving him out for the break. And as we do that, we're going to be doing this hive and that hive on side heroes, and also maybe the XP shops. So we'll see how we can do that. I should probably take this town as well with Rosic so that we can actually buy more heroes here in case we need to. Let's go. Hey, Liquor, how are you doing? All right, so more gold here. Free town here, that's great. Okay, all right, let's get more gold here. One more hive here, by the way. Utopia +6 hat. Okay. Should be able to chain for that hive as well, so that's great. All right. And let's see that cons. If it's a size 1, okay, it is a size 1. All right, we do the cons right now. So that's actually really going to help us too. 4, okay, something like that. Let's go hit these guys, move over here, yeah, boom, boom. We're gonna wait here, yeah, you go for the trogs, of course, shoot. Manticores do that, we hit here, manticores, and that, okay. That works. Make some hot wings out of those griffins, thanks. Hello, G4, you're, okay, I can't read that name, but hello, good morning, hope you're doing well. Alright, so there's an angel, that's great. Chain that over here. Oh, I should have also gotten additional harpies, actually. That's all right. I'll get them later. Let's go ahead and have Rosic over here grab the army so that we can do the side town. Good. Now I'll give the army back here. Okay, so now we go for the hive there. No expert tactics. Expert tactics would have been way better to do this with, but oh well. All right. Okay. Something like that should work out. Hey, Wattis, how are you? Yeah, it's going all right, thank you. All right, so we're gonna, oh. I put the manticores too close. Okay. Okay, they still go for the trogs, makes sense. Whatever. Okay. 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 Alright, easy. Alright, 9 trogs lost, very acceptable. There's that expert tactics. Let's hope that our next level up is something good. 2049. Small hives, a little bit unfortunate, but that's alright. 17 trogs, that's probably what we're gonna lose. And now we got a poor man, I think. Unless I want a poor man on something else. Unless I want to do the Fangarms fight with Walkden right now. That might be a good idea, but where can I find a poor man? Can I find a poor man is the question here. So if we do the Fangarms fight on Walkden right now, I can do this on Walkden with minimal losses, which is alright. And then that means that we poor man on turn 6, we move out. We can still break 117 as long as we chain the other hives and everything else. We might skip the XP shops. No, we don't skip the XP shops. Giants are going to be meat for hives. So the question is, are we going to be able to poor man if we do that? If we poor man right now, we have to, you know what? No, I think I'm going to do this right now with Walkden. Let's go. Yeah, it's 35 Fangarms. That's a good idea. And so actually I can poor man Walkden now on the Lizardmen. Yeah, this was definitely a good idea to do with Walkden, I think. Well, the Dragon Tower is too far away. The Wyvern should be close to one-shotting. Manticores. 6-8. Not quite. Let's do it like this. Move the angel here. And move these guys back like so. Alright, so these guys don't reach. Whoa! Hypnotize the fucking angel? Bro. Fuck off. He hypnotized the fucking angel. What in the hell? Wow. That I was not expecting. I was not expecting them to be strong enough to actually hypnotize the angel. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, let's put the trogs here. Hopefully the angel hits the trogs. Wow. Yeah, good. Jesus. Looks like I probably lose a manticore here. Wow. Jesus. Well, that was 35 of them. That's a crazy wisdom. That crazy quest and or scroll. Anyway. Okay, I think we need to do this fight on Walked In now, and Poor Man in the Hive probably. That's probably how we're gonna do it. But damn, that was scary, guys. I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that. Let's buy one more hero here. Should I get additional meat? Do we have any more meat? Well, we have wyvern. Yeah, let's get some additional meat, I guess. Actually, no, we just go for this fight like so. Hey, alright, Watcher. Have a good night, man. Have a good rest. And thank you. Alright, so here, and this is why, check this out. So this is why expert tactics, you just, it's just really easy. Even auto combat, 71 lizard warriors, and it's completely fine. Alright, so now we're gonna need to Poor Man with Walked In the Hive. Hope to not get wrecked by double morale. Alright, and so now the mission is just to collect 1, 2, 3, 4 hives, 2 XP shops, and also try to get the fork over here and the shield over here. That's what we're going to be trying to do. So those are our priorities. And you see, like, priorities have to shift as you continue, and it's always more and more things that kind of get added on. Again, a small hive. Okay. Yeah, we run away. And yeah, priorities always change throughout the game. And it's always kind of like the early game, you know, you need gold, then you need to scout, then you need to figure out the objectives, you need to figure out how you're going to take them. Now we need to figure out how we're going to go for the break, and we also need to figure out how we're going to get the artifacts so that we can get those. And it's always going to depend. It's always going to be different. It's never like a formula like 1, 2, 3. You do like first you get gold, then you get creature banks, then you get artifacts. You may need artifacts sometimes first before you go for creature banks, depending on you know, how big they are and things like that. So it's always kind of a thought process that you need to be thinking about. All right, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to do this hive with Dargum. Right, next turn we're going to pick up the ring and the spell scroll here. Do that. Rosic chains the army back to Tyrixor like so. Tyrixor, I think we're going to position over here, and we're going to be doing the XP shop with him. After that, he can give the army to Deemer. Deemer can do this hive. Then we need to think about the shield, position somebody for that shield there. Let's scout with Aislinn actually right now. Dread Knights. Dread Knights are a little bit annoying. They are going to be a little bit annoying. Do I have haste? I only have Meteor Shower. What do I need Mage Guild, by the way. I need Mage Guild, and I also need to buy Walked-In, right? So let me go ahead and buy a marketplace over here. We have 2 taverns. We can check the information on our opponents. Doesn't look too scary, so we definitely need to buy Walked-In. And then once we do that, we also need to buy a Mage Guild. Let's trade so that we can buy a Mage Guild. And we're gonna need to buy a spellbook as well. So we have haste. I kind of wish that I went for air magic was walked in. That's okay. So yeah, and next turn, basically, we're just gonna need to move as far as possible, 116, and we're gonna be trying to break 117. So we're gonna be trying to break 117 with walked in here, and we just need to make sure we have 2 turns to be able to farm Hive, XP shop, Hive, and the fork and the shield. So that's what we need to do in the next 2 turns, right? So how are we gonna do that? Let's plan that out right now. So now, you guys see that I already had that vision a couple of turns ago, but now is when we're gonna start planning the specifics. Because we really need to make sure that we get all of that done in 2 turns. Because then, you know, if we don't, then we're not going to have enough army and stuff for the break, and we're not going to be able, you know, to have the tempo that we want, because we really want to be breaking 117 here. All right, so first we do this hive. We chain the army back over here. Tyrixor does the XP shop. That's fine. All right. Thanks, Blockster. I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I do appreciate the support. Right, so Tyrixor then does the XP shop here, gives the army here, Demer does that. I think maybe Tyrixor is the one who's going to do this the following turn. It's kind of annoying, but I do feel like that I want to have the shield. Would be nice to farm the gloves as well, but I don't think I can quite chain that. It's definitely annoying to... I also kind of want to grab the crown over here, so that I can potentially double Walked-In's mana with the crown. And on the way out, I might also want to get the Star Axis, because I really need some spell power. I don't have any spell power. So we're going to think about that. Right, and as we're doing that, so Aislinn is over here. So after Demer does that, I guess we can do that with Aislinn, and then, yeah, the crown with Aislinn. And then Aislinn chains the army back to... Let's see, we have Damacon. Does he have moves? He does. He has full moves. So we can chain Damacon over here, actually. Send him down like so. And he would be able to bring the crown back to Walked-In, so that Walked-In doubles his mana with that crown. We also need to remember to buy the spellbook. And then, but we keep the army here so that we can grab the shield the following turn. And then we're also going to need to set up for this hive over here. So I might actually send Beatrice. No, Beatrice is collecting gold. But, so then it's going to be Giselle. Giselle will need to chain over here. Let's collect some gold with her right now, I guess. And then, yeah, we're going to need to make sure that we have heroes for this hive, this XP shop, and this hive, and the fork. So I'm going to try to set up Giselle, probably to do the hive and the fork. And then somebody else can do the XP shop and this hive. Let's hope for that. Fire Elemental, so it was a level 5 scroll. Not too bad, but not amazing either. Alright, so at least that was a 45. These losses are acceptable. Alright, let's go. Perfect. We got just the right amount of moves. Okay, let's go for that XP shop now. 20 Wyvern and 4 Manticores. This should be completely fine. What to do when you're already in treasure? Sure, yeah. That's definitely a video that I should do. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you can still use it. Yeah, scrolls and tomes, that's the benefit of scrolls and tomes. You can use those even without having wisdom. 1599. Should be fine here. Try it like that. 75, eh? Interesting. The good news is these guys will not have morale. Okay. Alright, we'll try to do some kiting with the angel, I think. And here, we just hit like this and like this. Good. The angel will be able to tank one hit here. Let's put him over here. Is he gonna go for the angel or is he gonna go for the wyvern? He might go for the wyvern. Well, let's see. This is... Really hope that he goes for the angel. And here, how can we do this? The problem is, if I attack this stack is then going to take retaliation. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 2 stack instead. Yeah, I'm going to take out the 2 stack like so. And I'm not going to use manticores. I'll just put them down here, so hopefully this stack goes for the manticores. The reason I did this, guys, is because if I hit this stack, or if I left the other 2 stack alive, the small stack would have taken a retaliation from the wyvern likely, and then this stack would have attacked the wyvern without taking, getting retaliated on. Yeah, and this way we actually got them to attack the angels. So that's good. Alright, so now we just continue to kite with the angel a little bit. Use the wyvern like so. Alright, this guy moves first, so he should not hit the wyvern. Hopefully he just goes for the manticores. Good. We don't mind losing manticores here at all. It looks like we are going to lose 1 wyvern though, unfortunately. But that's alright. Alright, now I'll def with the manticores. Okay, the angel, I cannot use them anymore. Wait with the wyvern. Let's hope that we don't lose a wyvern. Good, we don't. Perfect. Alright, 1 wyvern and the 3 manticores lost for 3 giants gained. I would say that's very acceptable. Expert air, basic interference. I'll take interference. Tyrixor is looking alright here. Alright, let's give those 1 stacks here. Let's go this way. Alright, I think Aislinn first will do this. Better move away here with Tyrixor. Aislinn can get 1 more spell power, so she can use that meteor shower. I will have minus morale, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not going to go for the clops, because the clops are just going to give us minus morale, so... Losing an angel, no thank you. I'm gonna kill 3 like this? Oh. Yeah, there's that minus morale. I'm not going to use the angel. Okay, good. 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 Alright, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Necroing skeletons is not what we want, but it's alright. Alright, so now we need to do the hive over here. Deemer also has meteor shower. Don't need the skeleton. Yeah, just gonna go for it like that. Yeah, I can fight them. Deemer has 0 attack. Should have probably not fought them, actually. Oof. Okay, perfect. Didn't lose anything there. 50.99. Wow. And this is the big one, and we have to do it on Deemer. Oh my goodness. Well, this is annoying. How do we do it? Do we split? Do we split anything? Split the Wyvern? Still, no, we have neutral morale at least. Yeah, I guess we split the Wyvern. Okay, losing 3. Hopefully I can do even better. These guys think they're being smart, so, but we can meteor shower these guys over here. 8, 12. Split giants? I guess we could have, but too late now. Okay, try to save that. Try to do this. Okay. It's fine. So I end up losing 2 Wyvern, right? Yeah. Well, we saved 1 at least. Okay. We need the crown on Shakti, so that he can double his mana. Oh wait, the army stays here though. Everything else stays here. It's just the crown that we need. And well, it's because I wanted, but do I? No, I don't think we get the shield now. I think that shield fight is a little bit too dangerous, especially when we don't have any 1-stacks and stuff. So fuck it. Let's just get the army here then. Alright, let's go ahead and get a marketplace over here. So we need more gold. We need more gold. We need more gold. 3 marketplaces is good. Try to trade because we're gonna need 1 more hero to set up for the hive over here. All right, right now Giselle can send you back here. Maybe do the Dwarven Treasury, or not the Imp Cache, I mean. Beatrice can get a little bit more gold. Okay, that's good. I would have really liked to get the shield, but at this point, I don't think that's gonna work out for us. So I do need 1 more hero right now, though. Here, Rosic is probably gonna get some additional 1-stacks next turn. I really don't want to go for Medusas. I mean, it doesn't really seem to make a whole lot of sense. I need a spell book, right? I need a spell book. And I'll need to double my mana too. So I have to get rid of somebody. Who do I get rid of? Deemer, Aislinn, Rosic, over here, Dargum. Bye-bye. All right, now I'm gonna need 1 more hero. Let's go ahead and get Ignatus. Like so. I'll do the Imp Cache with him. Good. Now let's do this hive with him. Not gonna fight them. Good. 2049. Good. All right. So 31 Wyvern, and we have one more XP shop and one more hive, and also the fork that we're gonna need to try to do. All right, Giselle. I don't want to get rid of Giselle. Giselle can help chain. Beatrice. Beatrice can get a little bit of gold next turn, but I might get rid of her. Or Rosic. Rosic is getting, well, you know what? I can get rid of, okay, I can get rid of Aislinn, whatever. Okay, need one more hero. And I'll probably need one more hero. Okay, let's get the angel on this guy. Let's double his mana. Okay. Get one more spell power. I think that's going to be necessary. 6 defense, 5 attack. Might as well get one more defense with him. We'll still be able to break next turn. So, like that. Yep. All right, so 117 break, and here we just need to get one more hero to chain the army over here, do this hive, do the fork, and also do the XP shop later. Okay, I need to get rid of somebody else, I think, well, not Tyrexor. All right, I guess it's Beatrice, sorry. Okay, Kosmetra, Tivo, whatever. Yep. Better go like that. We're not gonna have 1 stacks, unfortunately, but that's all right. Okay, and that's it. So yeah, so you guys see, we were able to execute all of that because of all of that thinking that we've been putting into the entire thing. And 2 more pickets and another hive. Wow. Well, too late to go for any of that, unfortunately. But yeah, but if we did not think and plan in such a detailed way, we would not have been able to do any of this. All right, yeah, we can't chain this all the way to Kosmetra, so we're just gonna have to do it like this. Losing Wyvern. Haste, we can summon fire, we can cure. Okay, let's save for cure, I guess. Wait. Yeah, medical tent, doing some work. Good, no losses, perfect. All right, 2049, split the giant, split the wyvern like so. Yep, like that, no losses, good. Okay, so that's all of the hives, right? Yeah, I think that's all of them. All right, we have haste, so this should be fine. You actually want to fight? Fuck off. Okay. Take offense. Cool. All right. So now I think I just need one more hero, or I can, I guess, use Giselle, or maybe Ignatus. Nope, Giselle. Nope. In that case, let's do this. Gem. Closest one. Looks like we might be getting rid of Cosmetra here. Probably are. Okay, here we have some additional Harpies. Terexor can go this way as well. Now, Giselle can help chain. Go that way. Now we'll get rid of Gem. I do not want to get rid of Gem. Okay. Alright. Perfect. So there we go. We were able to do oh, fuck. Forgot to do the other XP shop. Forgot to do the other XP shop. Let's do it still. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with Damacon. Yeah, that's one thing that I forgot, unfortunately. It's alright. I'll do it right now. I have the gold to get one more hero to chain, so... And I do think I need that. I think I need the additional meat for the break. It's a big size. Hopefully it's a size 3. Good, it is a size 3. Good. Okay. They're going to be afraid of hitting the wyvern, so it's fine. Perfect. Logistics, I'll take that. Okay. All right. Rosic, can you get some more gold somehow? I would like to have a little bit more gold. I might need 2 more heroes here. Jeremy has a cannon. That's cool. That helps. Yeah, I think I have to get one more hero. I think I'll get rid of Giselle. Don't really like getting rid of Giselle, but at this point, I think it's just more important to make sure our chain's complete. And yeah, go for the break. We are going to get one more hero because I don't want to waste any movement with walked in. It's a bit annoying. We're using all of our resources, but gotta do what you gotta do. The fact that we have a cannon now is also good. Okay, so this is how we do that. This is how we do that. Hope to not lose our angel, but we might end up losing him. And we do have -1 morale, which is annoying. -1 morale is annoying. Well, let's go. 12 attack, 7 defense, pretty good. We do have haste. We have cure. Our spell power sucks. We do have a good amount of mana. If anything, we can summon 4 elementals. That would be such a waste. Let's go. All right. Auto combat did lose an angel though, which is not quite what we want. So let's try to do it like this. Let's go. Okay, that's fine. All right. What do I think about Rito? What do you mean? What am I supposed to think about Rito? Do I have Bless? I don't have Bless. Oof. Didn't want to minus morale there. All right then. Good. Perfect. Good. They're actually not even going for the, Okay, perfect. And, oof. Lost a wyvern there, come on. 17 HP, I should have hit them with the angel first. Or maybe waited. Oh, there's earth magic, perfect. You answered your own question. Well, I haven't seen him play that much, but from what I understand, he is a good player. I mean, he's obviously good rating and stuff, so... but, you know, I haven't played against him, and I haven't really seen him play that much, so I don't really, you know, have an educated opinion on that. Alright, center town should be this way. We could go for the side town, but for what? We really don't need that, so let's just go for the center. Wait, we could miss morale, so let's... Good. Okay. Advanced Earth, good. Alright, cool. Alright, all in all, I feel like we played pretty well, guys. I feel like a 117 break there was pretty good. It was a pretty tough break. We didn't have Earth Magic, and yeah, all in all, I feel like we did well. So let's just see how well we can do in the center. Now, you know, now the priorities change a little bit again. So what's going to happen here is we're going to need to scout as much as possible, as quickly as possible in the center. And we're also going to need to farm as much of it as possible, as quickly as possible. Looks like the center is kind of small, actually. So I think I'm going to try to go to the opponent's side and try to farm as much there as I can before he gets there. I don't think we've seen his main. I don't think we've seen his main. The good news is that, yeah, okay, still don't really see any good stats. I realized I made a mistake here. I should have left a hat for Tyrixor to double his mana, because Tyrixor is gonna have mass haste also. Or not mass haste, but he has air magic. But he could help in the center as well, but unfortunately, at this moment in time, we won't be able to do anything about that. All right, but the good news is, guys, the good news is that we are red and we are in the center. And this is where this is why you pay for red, because when simultaneous turns end, which naturally they end this turn, so this is the last turn of simultaneous turns, I get to go first. I get to move before my opponent. So that is a huge advantage, because it means that I get to farm a lot more than he does. All right, I don't think I'm gonna get any manticores here. I feel like the manticores... Well, there's a second labyrinth, whatever. Curse. Okay. Could bring some additional 1-stacks here, I guess, but at the same time, I don't really care that much about that, so I'm just gonna try to collect some gold here. And if I need to later, I can chain those with Brohead. But right now, we're just gonna push it for the center. There's an XP shop, we can go for that, but I don't think I'm gonna. Because I just wanna get to the center town. That's the most important thing right now, and there it is, and it's a conflict center, right? Now, magic elementals and vampire lords. We could do the magic elementals fight with haste, fire, tome, but it's 1599, that's a lot of them. All right. Their boxes are actually not bad, because we do have wisdom on Walkton. Let's go ahead and get a tavern here. Let's Go ahead and get a tavern in this last town as well. That way we get more information about the opponents. So 4 taverns, you're going to see all of the information. You're going to see the best creature. So it does show that we have more army. Actually, we had our army in the town. Okay. Oh. All right. Time to get some heroes. And actually, Castle 1 stacks help here. Castle 1 stacks mean... we didn't lose the cannons, so we can have the Ballista on Christian. 1599 Dendroid Guards. Okay. And the opponent's break is over here. All right, so the center is tiny. Center is really, really tiny, actually. So the question is, what do we do? We're going to need to try to farm, I think, these 2 boxes and maybe that. Maybe get the Firebirds. Actually, getting the Firebirds is not the worst idea because of the hat. +4 spell power, especially if we get spells in one of these boxes. All right, well, let's try to farm this box over here. I don't think, well, do we need to defend the town? We might need to defend the town. 320. Farm with side heroes. I really kind of want to farm with Walked-In. Well, I can definitely farm the XP shop here at least. Firebird Dwelling. 1599 Vamp Lords. Haste on Walked-In. Also haste on Tyrixor. How many moves does Tyrixor have? Tyrixor can farm some of this stuff. He does have tactics, but yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot in terms of movement. I would like to farm some of these things, but at the same time, I don't want... Like, I don't want to let him have these things, but I also don't want him to get to the center town. So I think I have to farm these 2 boxes without Shakti. Well, I mean, I'll do the vampires fight with Shakti, but then I'll pick up the boxes with somebody else. Brohead. Okay, a little bit more gold. All right, like this, we're not gonna have bad morale, so that's good. And we can use haste on the Wyvern, and we can use haste on the Giants, so we shouldn't really lose a whole lot here. And this way, we can still defend the town. I do think that I want to do this fight on Shakti. I could have done it on Tyrixor, I suppose, as well, but it's all right. Shakti can use some additional experience too, so... 92, wow, that's interesting. Interesting box here, right? And we have neutral morale, that's good. Actually, let's put the giant over here as well. Okay, like that. 15k XP. Okay. So this way we can kill 2 stacks with the Wyvern, no problem. And the Giants over here can kill another stack. So I might lose 1 Wyvern. Here, maybe, just maybe if I move these guys forward, they'll be enticed to actually attack one of the stacks, one of the 1 stacks. Can I hit with the Angel? How much? 130. Haste these guys. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I lost 1 Wyvern, unfortunately. Haste 1 more time so we don't lose another one. Sorry. I'll accept that. There's Expert Earth, unfortunately, and there's the Expert Wisdom. I mean, gold is not that bad, actually. Gold is not that bad. So let's see, what if I poor man Tyrixor right now? Let's buy Arlach. Some additional 1 stacks and stuff. Christian. Who do I get rid of here? Don't really want to get rid of Damacon. I guess Rosic. Turksor even reach? Not sure. Still gonna buy him there though. Nope, can't reach. Yeah, curse and protection from fire. Oh no. Okay, let's put the Wyvern over here. So we can kill the Dendroids. Better take the box. Nice. I like 20k gold. That means we get more stuff done. That's a lot of these guys here. Good thing we don't have bad morale. Good thing these guys don't have bad morale either. Okay. Good. That's exactly what I wanted. 20k gold. All right, just making sure we take retaliation. Perfect. Fight went perfectly. A lot of these guys, earth magic, advanced earth, blah, blah, blah. I'll take that. Do I pick up the box? I do pick up the box. This box? No idea. Let's see. 15k gold. What the fuck? All right. Well, you guys can read this game apparently really well. Apparently, you guys can read this game very well. Suddenly we've done the taupe, yeah. Let's get rid of Christian, I guess. Get one more hero, so we can do that box. Alamar. Could try to do that with Alamar, actually. Alright, we don't have a whole lot of time, though. That's the only bad thing. Doing that one with Alamar sounds like a good idea, actually. Okay. Oh yeah, Syra with diplomacy, sure. That's true, that's true. Alright, so sorry I'm not being as commentative right now, but our timer is really short right now and we just need to think about what we're doing. Right now, basically the idea is just to try to farm as much as possible, as quickly as possible, so that... Aye! Fuck! Ugh, I didn't one-shot that guy, god damn it. Lost a Wyvern for nothing. Fuck you. Oh well. Well, expert wisdom, so if this box is magic, we'll at least get it. It's all fire. All fire on Alamar. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. There's Diplo on the Wyvern, maybe? Yeah, we can Diplo these Wyvern, maybe, with Syra. So... Alright, let's go back here, but Alamar could potentially be a Arma Bomb or something. Need to get rid of somebody. I guess Damacon, well, don't want to get rid of Damacon. Deemer has advanced scouting. I would actually like to poor man Deemer into the center and scout a little bit more with him. Can't get rid of Arlach. I guess I'll get rid of this guy then. Let's get one more hero. Ash. Like so. Okay. Now we do buy Syra, I think. I think well, Arla has Earth Magic. I'll get rid of Ash, I think. Let's check how many magic elementals there are. 9, so like, what? Close to 70? 65? Almost retreated by accident, maybe messed up Syra. Okay, Syra needs to go and do the XP shop. Okay, let's go do that. And I think that's all that we're gonna do this turn. Maxi. Maxi is big. Should have talked to Alamar or somebody. Actually. Well, looks like we lose a Wyvern. I'd rather lose a Wyvern than a Giant. Fuck off. God damn it. Why did I not one-shot there? Stupid. Two Wyvern instead of one. Oh well. Expert Wisdom. Didn't get Expert Diplo though. Alright. Go, go, go. Get rid of somebody else. Who do I get rid of? Don't want to get rid of Arlak. Don't want to get rid of that guy. No time, no time, no time. Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy. Alright, one more hero. Go, go, go. And that's all that we're doing. That is all that we're doing right now. Save the ballista, hashtag. Get rid of that guy. Oops. Alright, not much time, so all we gotta do is just defend the town, like so, like so. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. That's it. Okay, something like that. That's it. Whew. Alright, I think we're good. And now we get another turn. So. So he did the break. He does have an Archangel, but yeah, it looks like we can win here, guys. It looks like we can win. Unfortunately, we cannot Arma Bomb him. I would have liked to. Oh, we can, because we can learn Armageddon from Alamar. We can learn Armageddon with Shakti from Alamar. But it should just be enough to fight him right now, honestly. What would we use? We would use Berserk, Mass Haste, Mass Slow, Fire Tome over here. We don't need anything else. Honestly, we'll just go fight, I think. Unless Syra, unless I want to try to diplo those Wyvern with Syra. I might want to do that. Here, Teach walked in. What? Oh, he only has basic Scholar, fuck. So we can't. Would have been nice if I could have gotten Berserk, but we do have Blind, so we could Blind Loop if anything, so I think we'll be fine. Let's get Mage Guild. Maybe we can get Slow. We don't get Slow, unfortunately, but we do have Shield and Stone Skin, so that's cool. Level up on Nagas. Honestly, I think we just go for the fight here. I feel like we're strong enough as it is. Let's see if those guys want to join us. So, wait, what? Still don't see it? What? Okay, they will join. Nice. Yep. There we go. Got some more Wyvern there. Gloves, teapot over here. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just go fight. I could potentially do the Magic Elementals box before. Could try to do that. Should be a relatively easy fight with haste. I mean, right now we have Blind, Mass Shield, Mass Stone Skin. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, you know what? I might try to level up Alamar. $20.49 Nagas though. It's kind of a lot. Yeah, you know what? I might not. But with haste. I guess let's try it. Don't you try it. Hey, you know what? We outspeed them anyway, so it should be fine. Okay. There's the Advanced Scholar, there's the Expert Scholar, perfect. Octavia. Expert Wisdom. Arma Bomb? Arma Bomb, guys? I think it's an Arma Bomb. Oh, no spellbook. Expert Wisdom, but no spellbook. Gotta love the fucking Inferno pieces of shit. There you go. Here's your spellbook, motherfucker. All right. So all we bring is trash. All right. So now Alamar knows or Shakti knows Resurrection. Could actually grab this, but whatever. Just go. He does have interference, but at least this way we get rid of all of his 1-stacks and stuff. But he doesn't have a whole lot of, yeah, we get rid of his 1-stack, so that's important. 4 Archangels. Yeah, big Arma, big Arma. I'm probably also gonna go get the Crown of Dragontooth with Walked-in. It's more than 2 archers. He has 8 speed, actually. Or all right, well, let's go. That is all. Let's see what he's got. Just gonna be full smork mode here, honestly. Arma with Adelaide, yeah. Oh, well, she didn't have... Oh, she did have Advanced Wisdom, yeah. You're right. I could have armored with her. Whatever. Well, I believe it's GG. I believe it's GG for him. Well, he uses Mass Slow. Valeska with Earth. Great. I can use Haste, though. I can't use Haste. Actually, I shouldn't have put the Wyvern this close, but it really doesn't matter. I don't really think that I can lose here. Can Berserk the Archangels. I can also use Resurrect. What should I do? Haste the Wyvern, probably, right? I don't have minus morale, right? Yeah. So haste the Wyvern and hit the Archangels, I think. One Archangel left. Well, GG, buddy. It slows again. Not gonna help you this time. Not gonna help you this time. Oh, surrenders? Really? Really? And now what? Dude actually surrendered. It's funny. Alright, well, he has one Archangel left. Shouldn't reach us. Well, I guess we just farm as much as possible now. I don't know, I guess he hopes that he can still win somehow. All right. Teach me the area, you're right. +100 Dendroid soldiers. Hey, Rondi. I'm gonna run a quick ad. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so the opponent GG'd. Yeah, it doesn't really look like he would have had a whole lot more. He did have a picket. He did have 2 Utopias, actually, but no army to do anything with. 3 Utopias, wow. Interesting castle biome. If he only had some Portals of Glory. He has 3 Utopias, but no external pogs. Would have been an interesting game for a castle biome game for him. And the center is really small, especially, yeah, this would have been a perfect game for a castle biome game, but yeah, he just didn't really have anything left to farm with. Also not a whole lot of gold even. Leonis here with Earth, yeah, so he built Archangels, but he doesn't get a whole lot of them. I'll check what it was in a second. So what did that Valeska have? Thank you, Bambi. Yeah, so just 1 Archangel and 11 Clops left. It's nothing really. Yeah, the speed cape is nice. So Valeska, Advanced Interference and Expert Earth. Pretty good looking Valeska with offense and stuff. Why don't I ever get a Valeska? Fuck, dude, forget Valeska. Why don't I ever get an Ivor like this? With Earth and Interference and Logistics. Yeah, let's check. Let's check real quick. Because you don't play Rampart. No, when I play Rampart, I never, anyway. You guys have heard me cry about that before, so. Yeah, I mean, we would have been able to farm up some Clops. We would have been able to get the Teapot, probably get Clops in our biome as well. So overall, and we would have had spells. We would have only gotten stronger. Let's check what the, check what the Warrior Tomb here had. Seal of Sunset, okay. Let's see what the Utopias that he had were. No, doesn't look like there's any pogs. Some Cavalier dwellings, but no pogs. Also 2 castle zones makes it more difficult for him. 4 Utopias? No, 3. Yeah, 3 Utopias. Let's see what the Utopias that he had were. Not bad. Maxi. Oof. Not bad. Well, duplicates, but still not bad. Jojo Go Go Go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, man. Happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Size 3 here. Oof. Dude. This would have been a perfect biome gaming biome for him if it only wasn't, if he just had some pogs. All he needed to make this work were some pogs, and he would have been unbeatable. And he even had shackles here. Dude, we wouldn't have been able to do anything. I don't think we would have been strong with how small the center is. If he literally had like 2 pogs, he could have had like 12 Archangels on 1, 2, 4 and taken all of the Utopias, and he would have had these stats and Earth Tome. Spellbinders had Interference Chest. Dude, that would have been really tough to beat. Yeah, or more Conses, true. Damn. Whew. Glad that didn't happen, because that would have been tough. That would have been tough. Did we have anything else in our bomb? Check that Magic Elementals box. Sure. We had another cons. Let's see what our Utopia was. Not good. No Utopias in the center, too. Magic Elementals box, right? 15k XP. Alright. All right, that was it, guys. That was the game. I hope you guys liked it. It was definitely a pretty interesting one to play. I felt like we did a pretty good job in this one. And the funny thing was, if the opponent just had a few portals of glory, he could have just biome gamed forever, and he would have been unbeatable because of those 3 utopias and everything he would have gotten from those, and the shackles, and as well as the interference that he had and the interference plates. So I, was definitely lucky in that one with the fact that he didn't have portals of glory or a bunch of conses or something like that. The fact that when we had the final battle he only had 4 archangels, so it's definitely, and he wasn't super strong in terms of stats or magic or something like that. But anyway, felt good to win that one. Felt like we played pretty well. Also felt like my commentary was pretty on point there. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Hope you find this informative. And yeah, if you want to see more content like this, do check out my Twitch stream. Link in the description below. And I will see you guys soon. Peace out.